Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your SmackDown spoilers and your WWE main event spoilers. Happy birthday goes to three wrestlers. Ring of Honor star Adam Cole turned 27. His real name Austin Jenkins. Jerry Sags, Nasty Boys fame, turned 52. Jamie Dundee, JC Ice, turned 45. Advertised dark main events from the SmackDown tapings scheduled to be Dean Ambrose, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho, The Miz, and Kevin Owens in six-man action. Jerry the King Lawler was previously suspended indefinitely following a domestic incident that resulted in he and his fiancée being jailed overnight. The charges were dropped yesterday, being Monday, and WWE lifted its suspension last week. WWE lifted his suspension yesterday, and the charges were dropped. Like Adam Rose's charges, but WWE brought Lawler back, but not Adam Rose. Casting is now open for season 4 of Stone Cold's Steve Austin's Broken Skull Challenge on CMT, and you can go and apply it, BrokenSkullCasting.com. In this next video link, Lana and WWE US Champion Rusev talked to BCSN in Ohio to promote the SmackDown tapings. And Rusev commented on defending against Titus O'Neil on last night's show, mocking last night's Raw show, mocking America for Titus being the best we had to offer. Lana also revealed actual dates for their 2 weddings. The star-studded ceremony will be on July 29th, and the ceremony in Bulgaria will be on September 2nd. Rusev also commented on training under WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi, noting that he learned do's and don'ts of the business, something you can't learn at just any wrestling school. And WWE US Champion Rusev will defend against Zack Ryder on Monday's Raw from Detroit, as it was advertised. Speaking of Ryder, he will debut a new theme song on this coming Thursday's SmackDown as he faces Sheamus. And he also tweeted on Twitter at Zack Ryder, watch hashtag SmackDown this week to hear my new music. Hashtag O Radio at Downstate Band. WWE held another dark match at the tapings in Toledo, Ohio for SmackDown. Match saw Darren Young defeat Heath Slater before SmackDown tapings began. Young had WWE Hall of Famer Bob Backlund in his corner while Bo Dallas was with Slater. Young picked up a quick win with Bob Backlund's chicken wing submission, and Backlund went berserk after the match. After the match promo. It's now confirmed that WWE Hall of Famer Jerry Lawler will return to commentary of this week's SmackDown. He came out for the TV tapings in Toledo, Ohio for SmackDown. Lawler had been suspended until domestic charges against he and his fiancée Lauren McBride were dropped. And the following matches were taped in Toledo for this week's main event episode. Cesaro versus Curtis Axel, Baron Corbin versus Sin Cara, Goldust and R-Truth versus The Ascension, U.S. Champion Rusev versus Apollo Crews in non-title action. Dark match before TV tapings in Toledo saw Tag Team Champions New Day defeat the Vault Villains. Finish saw Kofi Kingston and Big E double team Aiden English to win in a short match. Spoilers for main event number 1. Thanks to .NET reader Wesley R. Lewis. Dark match, Kofi and Big E defeated the Vault Villains. Aiden English wore a Latino Heat t-shirt while walking to the ring. Cesaro defeated Curtis Axel. Cesaro went over with a sharpshooter. Axel hit the perfect flex, which made me smile. The reporter. Baron Corbin defeated Sin Cara. The Andre the Giant trophy was at ringside. Golden Truth over the decision. On a personal note, I had only gold to assign. I love Goldie. U.S. champion Rusev went over Apollo Crews. Crews hit an angle slam for near fall, which made me pop again. Second result, thanks to Tyler Schaefer, Tej Master, or T.J. Meister, or at TJ Shaw 75 on Twitter, and Denisha Thomas on Twitter, at Miss Denisha 29. For the following main event spoilers from Toledo, Ohio. Cesaro won with a lengthy, good back and forth match over Curtis Axel with a sharpshooter. Apollo Crews talked to JoJo backstage about Rusev. Baron Corbin won a quick match over Sin Cara with the end of days. Goldust and R-Truth defeated the Ascension with Tyler Breeze and Fandango on commentary. Golden Truth got the win with a double team and had a good support for the crowd. Another quick match. Dolph Ziggler was on commentary for the next match in the main event. U.S. champion Rusev defeated Apollo Crews in a non-title match with the accolade. Good back and forth match. Crews got a huge pop. Third result, thanks to Wrestling Inc. There's mostly brief. Cesaro won a lengthy good back and forth match. Curtis Axel was a sharpshooter. Apollo Crews talked to JoJo backstage about Rusev. Corbin won a quick match over Sin Cara with the end of days. Golden Truth defeated his Ascension with Tyler Breeze and Fandango on commentary. Dolph Ziggler was on commentary for the final match. U.S. champion defeated Apollo Crews in a non-title action. Wesley R. Lewis was at the SmackDown tapings. Also posted to SmackDown. Spoilers from Toledo, Ohio at Huntington Center. Broadcast team was Mauro Ronaldo, Byron Saxton, and Jerry the King Lawler. Darren Young with Bob Backlund defeated Heath Slater in what appeared to be a dark match. Young used a crossface chicken wing. Seth Rollins defeated Jey Uso. Dean Ambrose did ring announcing and also was on the house mic periodically making announcements that were funny. Rollins won with a pedigree. Match number 2, Zack Ryder pinned Sheamus. Zack Ryder has new music, same lyrics, just more hard rock. He effing pinned Sheamus clean with elbow drop. Bro drop. What the F just happened? Afterwards, Ryder challenged Rusev to a U.S. title match. Becky Lynch headed to the ring and was beat down by Natalya from behind. AJ Styles defeated Enzo Amore. Styles won with Styles Clash. Intercontinental Championship champion The Miz defeated Kalisto. Miz won with a skull crushing finale. Sami Zayn defeated Chris Jericho. Zayn won with a roll-up after delivering a hell of a kick to Kevin Owens, who was standing on the apron for destruction. Owens beat down Zayn afterwards. Brock Lesnar's opponent for SummerSlam was not announced to the live crowd. Dark match main event. Enzo Amore, Big Cass, and Dean Ambrose defeated AJ Styles. So there was no John Cena in that match. Enzo, Big Cass, and Dean Ambrose defeating AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson. So, well, it looks like to me, Raw spoiler is John Cena's going to stay on Raw. Won't get SmackDown. Tyler Schaefer, TJ Shaw, 75, and Denisha Thomas with a Miss Denisha 29 on Twitter. For the SmackDown spoilers from Toledo, Ohio. Dean Ambrose kicked off SmackDown with as a special guest ring announcer for Jey Uso versus Seth Rollins match. Seth defeated Jey Uso. Ambrose trolled Rollins on the mic, made some funny announcements during the match with great reactions. Rollins won a lengthy match with a pedigree. Ambrose and Rollins had words after the match. Ambrose called Rollins a jackass, and Ambrose rushed the ring, but Rollins ran away. Zack Ryder defeated Sheamus with a diving elbow drop. Probably the top rope. Bro drop. Tom Phillips entered Ryder on the ramp, and he says he has his momentum back, then challenged Rusev for the U.S. title. Rusev was interviewed backstage by JoJo, but he dismissed Ryder as a legitimate challenger. Apparently, he will defend on Monday's Raw. Rusev with another anti-American speech. Becky Lynch comes out for a match, but Natalya is attacked from behind. Natalya beats her down the ringside and applies a sharpshooter to Big Heat. Referees finally got her off, and Becky is helped to the back. Sit-down interview with Xavier Woods. He talks about his fear of the Wyatt family, and he says he will go to their compound with the New Day. Enzo, Amore, and Big Cass come out to talk about saving John Cena on Raw. They're sending a message to the club to stop them from attacking Cena and everyone on the roster. AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson come out with heel promos and comment on Cena not being here tonight. They threaten to beat up Enzo and Cass instead. Enzo roasts them after they call Cass a butt nugget. AJ Styles defeated Enzo Amore. Styles won a good match with a Styles Clash. And there was some action on the outside between Cass and the club. Styles challenged Enzo and Cass to find a partner for a six-man later on tonight, which may be the dark match main event. Chris Jericho is backstage looking for his blue scarf. Kevin Owens is wearing it, and they have words. This was said to be a very funny segment, but kind of weird seeing Owens showing a humorous side on TV. What is he doing? Changing his character into Hugh Morris? The laughing man? Kalisto with Intercontinental Champion The Miz is made after Kalisto takes credit for throwing potato salad at Maurice on Raw. Miz defeated Kalisto in a decent match with a skull-crushing finale. There, the same Bob Backlund, Darren Young victors for Raw. Renee Young interviewed Sasha Banks backstage. Dana Brooke and Women's Champion Charlotte interrupted. And Sasha versus Dana was made for Raw for next week. Sami Zayn defeated Chris Jericho with Kevin Owens on commentary. The Ole chant started early, and there were several near falls. The action went to the outside of the ring. And when Owens threw a drink at Sami, then Sami threw Jericho at Owens. Sami fought off a distraction from Owens and got the pin on Jericho with a roll-up. After the match, Jericho interrupted Sami's celebration with a code breaker. Owens then destroyed Sami and hit the pop-up powerbomb in the show. Third results, very brief, from Wrestling Inc. WWE Champion Dean Ambrose kicked off SmackDown with as a special guest ring announcer for Jey Uso versus Seth Rollins. Rollins defeated Uso. Ambrose trolled Rollins on the mic, made some funny announcements during the match, great reactions, in which Rollins won a lengthy match with a pedigree. Ambrose and Rollins had words after the match. Ambrose called Rollins a jackass, and Ambrose rushed the ring, but Rollins ran away. Ryder defeated Sheamus. Tom Phillips interviewed Ryder on the ramp, challenging Rusev for the U.S. title. Rusev was interviewed by JoJo backstage and was asked about the challenge for Ryder. And Rusev just admits that he's not even a legitimate challenger. But they still announce it for Raw. And then Rusev was another anti-American speech. Becky Lynch came out for a match, but Natalya attacked from behind. Beat her down the ringside and applied the sharpshooter to Big Heat. Referees broke it up, and Becky is helped to the back. Sit-down interview with Xavier Woods. Talked about the fear of the Wyatt family. Says he will go to their compound with a New Day. Enzo and Big Cass came out to talk about John Cena on Raw. They send a message to the club to stop them from attacking Cena and everyone on the roster. AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson come out with heel promos to comment on Cena not being there tonight. They threaten to beat up Enzo and Cass. Enzo roasts them after that. They call Cass a butt nugget, and AJ challenges Enzo to a match. AJ Styles defeated Enzo Amore. Styles won with a good match with the Styles Clash. Good back and forth action on the outside between Cass and the club. Styles challenged Enzo and Cass to find a partner for six-man action later, which could be the dark main event. I've already given you the results of that. Jericho's backstage looking for his blue scarf coat. Kevin Owens is wearing it, and they have words. Said to be a funny segment. Kind of weird, but saying Owens wearing it. Kalisto versus Intercontinental Champion The Miz was made after Kalisto takes credit for throwing potato salad on Maurice. From Raw, Miz defeated Kalisto in a decent match with his called Crushing Finale. There, the same Bob Backlund and Vignet with Darren Young from Raw. Renee Young interviews Sasha Banks backstage. Dana Brooke and Charlotte interrupt, and Sasha versus Dana was made for Raw. Sami Zayn defeated Chris Jericho with Kevin Owens on commentary. Old Lady chant started early on when there were several near falls. Action were outside the ring. And Owens threw a drink at Sami. Then Sami threw Jericho at Owens. Sami fought off a distraction from Owens and got the pin on Jericho with a roll-up. After the match, Jericho interrupted Sami's celebration with a code breaker. Owens then destroyed Sami and nailed the pop-up power bomb to end the show. They did not announce Brock Lesnar's SummerSlam opponent, so a segment will likely be taped and edited into the broadcast as they try to keep things a secret for ratings going into Thursday night's broadcast. But it's only rumors that he may be facing Randy Orton. Well, that concludes my spoilers for this week's SmackDown and WWE main event. Thanks again. Peace out. See you when I want to be. By the way, if you don't know, just call me brothers and sisters.